Hi, I'm Terry Michael, the Bible Lady, and today we're going to talk about a Palm Sunday superhero. What? A superhero, better than a superhero. We're going to look at what happened, and this was, first of all, Jesus had a meal at Simon the leper's home, and Mary, Lazarus' sister, the one he raised from the dead, she anointed Jesus' feet with a pungent spikenard. She wept and wiped his skin with her hair. The perfumed aroma lingered and probably calmed him even until the next day. And that's when he would ride into Jerusalem. His apostles readied the donkey. Actually, they were ordered to bring a donkey and her colt. That was in Matthew 21:2. The two came together, of course, mother and child. Kind of reminds you of Jesus and Mary going to Bethlehem, except the child was still in the oven. But Jesus, at this time when he entered Jerusalem, he fulfilled the prophecy of Zechariah 9:9. Behold, your king comes to you, triumphant and victorious. He is humble and riding on an ass, on a colt, the foal of an ass. Jesus entered Jerusalem like King David and King Solomon did when they rode a donkey into Jerusalem on their day of coronation. And Jesus was showing the world at that time, as they gathered for Passover, that he was king. In the Middle Eastern world, leaders rode horses if they were going to war, but a donkey if they came in peace. They came in peace to the city of peace. So was he a superhero? Well, as a matter of fact, he was more notorious than a superhero. Lepers were healed. The sight to the blind were restored. Lazarus rose from the dead after 4 days in the tomb. Wow. So the crowds cheered ecstatically. In fact, they haven't even written everything that Jesus had done, because there's a scripture that says that all of his works were not written because there weren't enough books to contain them. But as these people cheered, were they envisioning newly found high positions for themselves? Who knows? They lined the road, they applauded, threw their cloaks and palms on the route that would soon become littered with their jubilation. And we've all kind of seen that picture of confetti raining down, at the New York parade. Well, it was like that, except a smaller scale, smaller town. I'm sure Jesus waved, smiled back, even though he knew. Is there any way we can imagine what that might have been like? He knew the turn it would take. He knew his welcome would become one of the greatest rejections of all time, even though it was for our benefit. So let's look at this. Within days, the cheers turned to jeers. Jeers, jeers. Jesus' last visit to Jerusalem, his last Passover, ushered in a resurrection that brought the key to the kingdom. Jesus is the king, and he's the key. Through him, we have access to heaven. I've always said we're eternal beings, right? I've always told you we live forever. It's just, where will we live forever? Will we live in heaven? Or we don't want to talk about the other place. But we will talk about the other place at another time, because there's something very interesting about it I want to share with you. Not right now. But we do last forever. And Jesus gave us the key to live that forever with him. Don't leave earth without him. Remember that he loves you, and he loved you then, and he loves you now. Next time, I'm going to talk about praise and upside down tables. That's going to be fun. Until then, have a blessed day.